Hi everyone, how are we doing today? My name is Chidima and this is my YouTube channel. You're welcome. Please stay. So on my last video I told us about some of the programs I would like to do on this channel, and one of them is the Tati talk, and that is these are the issues talk show or talk, anyhow you want to put it. Hopefully sometimes I'd like to bring in sound-minded individuals that will talk about these issues with me, but today's episode I'll be doing it alone. I hate to see people live little and live like a shadow of themselves when they can actually live full. So I see myself as a self-awareness advocate. Thus far, God has helped me realize myself and begin the process of self-discovery. I realize self-discovery is an ever-continuous journey, but self-awareness is a moment. It comes, there's a time when it comes in your life and you're just like self-aware. That would now start the journey of self-discovery. I've begun the process of self-discovery and it's an exciting one. I'll tell myself, do you know that you're such an amazing person? The same way you can look at your friend, because you've known the person for a while, you're in a relationship with someone, and you can tell the person, oh, you're such an amazing person, I love you, I love the way you do this, I love the way you do that. When you start the self-discovery, you realize that you can tell yourself those things, because you're beginning to find who you are. You can tell yourself, oh, I love you, I love the way you do things, but you can be very cunning. Most of us don't have those kind of conversations with ourselves because we've not started, finding ourselves. I'd like to encourage you to please start the process of self-discovery. But like I said, you have to be first aware that there is a self to be found. So I hope that as many persons as I come across my way can start that process of self-discovery and actually be self-aware, especially our younger ones. I really hope so, and that is part of what we'll be discussing on These Are the Issues, the Tati show. I'm not sure if we'll have a niche yet, because there might be some things that may just interest me and I'd like to share them with you and drop my 2 cents on the matter. And so I don't know if we're going to have a niche yet, but stay tuned to see the kind of things that we're going to be saying on the Tati show. Very recently I heard a story and I'd like to share with you, and also just let's talk about them. A lady is devastated. Okay, she's dated a guy for more than 7 years, and she has a baby and she's pregnant for another, for the same guy. But now she finds out that this guy is currently cheating on her with another particular girl, and she's devastated and is calling out the other girl and is angry and frustrated, and everybody around her seems to think that don't worry, karma would do its thing and all that. These are the issues. These are the issues. Now let's talk about them. Okay, let's talk about this particular issue. Now our young ones need to understand this. You are wonderfully and carefully and fearfully made. God made you intricately and so intentionally. If you see the work that God puts into making you and how carefully He did it, you will not allow anybody to manhandle you. You are precious in the eyes of your Maker. After He finished creating you, He said you are good. He sees you as the apple of His eyes. Every promise in the Bible is made for everyone that reads it and believes it. Whether you're divorced, baby mama, single mother, whatever name the world wants to tag you, whatever label you feel you're carrying, if you read and accept the promises of God, it is for you and it works for you. Dear young lady, what I want to tell you is that I know you may think that you're in love and that you can't help yourself, and you really don't know how to get yourself out of this situation and all that. And let me tell you what love is. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is a safe shelter. It doesn't traffic in disrespect or shame. And so if you see any of these things lurking around a situation you call love, you should know that that is not love, and you should get yourself out of there. If you don't feel safe in any space, you're not loved. Why would you stay in a place that you're not loved? I know you have 2 kids now, And you're probably thinking how you're going to manage them, how you're going to raise them, what's going to happen to you. And at least, the word at least is our friend. At least he brings money for them to eat. At least, he did. However, from the story, I kind of think she's the one that has been helping the guy. I don't know how true that is or whatever that side of the story is. But my point is that pack your bags and leave his house. Go back to your parents, go back to your people and ask them to forgive you and let them accept you back. You shut the door behind you. If you can stay away from your phone, stay away from social media, and then you hold on to your maker. You're not praying that fire should come down and burn anybody. No, because you gave those two persons the power to treat you the way that they have. Whatever karma it is that may happen to them may not be as a result of what happened between you and your baby daddy. So what you should do is to shut the door behind you and ask that God fills your heart with love, that God makes you to realize how much He loves you. I used to say that every time you stand up from a place of prayer and you feel like a burden has been lifted, that was God giving you a hug. Go back to the place of prayer, which I think you should, because we may want to think that this is not a prayer thing. No, this is not a prayer thing. This should happen and that should happen, and that everything is a prayer thing, especially when it has to do with the matters of the heart. You're heartbroken now, yes, and the only person that can comfort you, no matter how good-willed the people around you may be, the only person that can actually comfort you is the God of comfort. Cry out your heart to Him, not for the Elijah, that the fire that burnt the sacrifice of Elijah to come down, no, but for God to fill your heart with love and teach you and let you understand for real that He loves you. Accept that love that He's giving you, and then start the process of finding who you are. Because when you find who you are, there's so many things you're not going to be tolerating in your life anymore. As long as you wake up, you open your eyes to a new day, your story can still end beautifully. All right, if you make the right decisions and if you are very intentional about the way you live your life. Find the kind of love that God gives, because the love of God is there, but we need to find it for ourselves and accept it. And if you do so, you will never let yourself be treated in a certain way. There are ways that you will never let yourself be treated if you find the love that God is giving you. That is why I'm so big on self-awareness and starting the journey of self-discovery, because when you find God, you find yourself. You find your maker, you find what He made, and that is you. If you watched to the end of this video, I'd love to thank you very much for staying true to the end. I hope to see you next time in my video. Let me know what you think about this particular issue at hand. What do you think she should do? What would you do if this particular lady were your sister? And what kind of help can you render her, having heard her story? If she were to read your comments in the comment section, what would you tell her? Let me know. I'll read it too and I'll reply, and let's have some fun in the comment section. Okay, bye.